Good morning, everyone. This morning's assembly is going to be slightly different to normal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a book called Wild this morning, and then once I've read you the book called Wild, me and somebody else are going to talk to you about why we have read you this book this morning and how we need to modify, change some of our routines in school to make sure that we are able to preserve our environment in school and make sure our environment is as lovely as it should be. So, let me get out of the way. This book is called Wild and it's by Emily Hughes, and I think many of you will have seen it before. It's a beautiful book, and I think Mr. Knowles may have read it to you in an assembly a little while ago when we were able to be in the hall together. So here you can see the beautiful end papers, and again, if you look, there's lots of images here of things that grow and are wild. Let me move myself right out of the way so we can see the book. Oops. So, no one remembered how she came to the woods, but all knew it was right. The whole forest took her as their own. And here we can see, here's a little baby, and here are some animals here who are looking after her as their own. Bird taught her how to speak, and you can see up there they're going quaw, quaw, quaw. Bear taught her how to eat, and here she is, look, grabbing hold of some fish there. Fox taught her how to play. She's having fun there. And she understood and was happy. And she looks incredibly happy there, doesn't she? And all the animals around her look happy. One day, she met some new animals in the forest. Here are the new animals. They found her strange, and she found them strange too. And if you look just above my head, there she is. She doesn't look so happy anymore, does she? They did everything wrong. And measuring her head and doing her hair. They spoke wrong. They ate wrong. They played wrong. Look how she's playing here. She's playing with the doll in her mouth. And look, it looks like the adult's quite frustrated with her. And she did not understand, and she was not happy. Let me move myself out of the way again. But here she is, not happy at all. Enough was enough. Look what she's done to the room. Everyone remembered how she left, and all knew it was right. And here we can see her riding out of the house on the dog, happy again. Because you cannot tame something so happily wild. And here she is again, back in the forest, in the woods with her friend. And here we are. So, that was a book about being wild and about making sure that things that are wild are allowed to stay wild. So, like the girl here, she's happiest when she's wild. I'm going to stop talking now, and in a second you're going to hear from me and somebody else. Hello again, everyone. I'm joined by Callum. There's Callum. Wave, Callum. Hello. Callum is here because Callum has helped me create this poster that you can see behind us. So we're going to explain the code in the woods, the routines that we're going to use in the woods, and we're explaining them because we need to make sure that the woods and the plants in the woods are allowed to stay wild, but also that you can all play safely in there. So Callum is going to read what it says on the poster, and then I'm going to explain why that's so important. Off you go, Callum.
This is a slow zone, no running allowed.
It's important that we don't run in there, because if we run, we're likely to fall over, and that might hurt us, but it also might mean we land on the plants, and that might kill them, and that's not good. Next one.
Keep out of the main area. Plants and wildlife live there.
So, we've just read a story, haven't we, called Wild, where the girl wasn't allowed to be wild, and that made her really unhappy. We need to make sure that we're allowing the plants and the wildlife to be wild, so keep out of that area.
Play with stones safely. Throwing them could hurt someone.
It's really important that we only play with stones in the area where there's the sandy bit, where you can check out what stones have been left there. We shouldn't be picking up stones and throwing them at trees or throwing them at each other. That's really important. Callum, you missed this one. Can you read that one?
Climb only the trees with ribbons. The others are not yet strong enough.
So, we did this before where we tied ribbons around the strong trees. We're going to do it again. So, from tomorrow, you can only climb the trees that have the ribbons tied around them, because we don't want to kill the other ones, do we? Right, me and Callum need to get out of the way a little bit. So this one now, Callum.
Look where you are walking. There are plants trying to grow.
So, again, like I've just said, it's really important that we let the plants grow, isn't it? Because we don't want to stop them being wild. So, thank you very much, Callum. Callum helped me design this poster in the background. He made me make it yellow, so it was easier to read. Make sure you're using the woods safely. They're a lovely place to play, but we have to be responsible in there. Okay, you going to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Hello, I'm back again. Sorry, I thought that was the end, but it's not actually. Callum is going to help me check on people who are being responsible in the woods and who are showing responsibility whilst we are in the woods. But I need 2 more helpers. I need a helper from Bubble B and a helper from Bubble C. Those people are going to help by checking that people are keeping to the woodland codes. Callum's going to do it for Bubble A, so he'll be moving around the woods, checking that people are letting it be wild, checking that people are playing safely. And I need somebody to check on responsibility in Bubble B and Bubble C. So if you are in those bubbles and you would like to be my helper, could you let your teacher know? Okay, this really is the end now. Bye-bye.